Hi guys, welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be analyzing for the week ahead. We're going to be analyzing EURNZD, NZDCHF and EURUSD. Quickly before we get to it, I'd like to just give a shout out to everyone in the comment section, the new subscribers. I'm going to put up some screenshots if possible of the messages that I'm getting from you guys. Shout out to you. Thank you so much for watching my videos. I really appreciate the fact that my videos are very informative and they are helping you guys out. Otherwise, let's get straight to it, man.
Those who made it.
Right, as per usual, we're going to start with the highest time frame, which is the monthly. And as you can see, the market has been moving, or rather did move impulsively from around 2009 all the way to the low, and now it's been correcting like so. So I see a continuation pattern here, right? Something along these lines, or we could take it this way. And yes, this makes sense. Or no, rather, let me do this. Let's just keep it simple, keep it very simple. This is much better. I see a continuation pattern. First touch, second touch, third touch. We're not really sure whether right now we're going to be continuing to the low. Not really sure, but let's go to the lower time frame for further analysis. On the weekly time frame, we are still on EURNZD, and I see a downtrend taking place. Here's the downtrend here. Let's start it from here. And as you can see, the market has been rather bearish for the most part, and I see a continuation pattern to the low right here, an expanding triangle right here, right? So for the most part, the market has been moving rather bearish, but we will see on the lower time frames what we are going to discover. I see a reversal pattern here that took place within the pattern, right here, right? A channel that goes like so, right? But also the market broke down, confirming the larger structure. The market went down impulsively and then printed out this double bottom, and now we are after the double bottom, the market moved impulsively, and now we are moving in a corrective manner. I believe the lower time frame will make this correction much it will make much more sense. This correction here will make much more sense on the 4-hour chart, but so far I see potential buy momentum due to the fact that we have a reversal pattern, a impulse, and a correction, and now we are waiting for an impulse to the high, maybe a last push to the resistance of the larger structure at hand. So let's go to the lower time frame for further analysis. On the 4-hour, as I said, rather interestingly, let me zoom out. As we said, we have an impulse to the low. Hold on, here, impulse to the low, double bottom, impulse to the high, and now we have this correction happening here. If we look closely at this correction, we see that there is a structure happening here. There is a structure that is happening here, a continuation pattern. I'm not sure whether to call it a pendant or a symmetrical triangle, whatever the case may be. But what's important is the fact that here we have the first touch, the second touch, the third touch, and on the third touch, as you can see, let me remove this. On the third touch of this, we have now we have a low test. on the third touch, right? On the third touch of this pattern, we have a low test, which further confirms this as a buy potential, or rather a buying opportunity. And as you can see, the market has been moving to the high, so we will see as the week goes on what is going to happen. Is the market going to break this and break this like so, and continue to give us continuation patterns before breaking to the high, or are they going to continue to maybe give us a double bottom before going to the high? We will have to see for the week ahead. So that'll be all for EURNZD. Let's move on to NZDCHF. On NZDCHF, of course, we're going to start on the monthly. And on the monthly chart, if we zoom out, or rather let me just keep it here, because this is the only data that I can get off this platform. We see a structure going something like so and something like so. Or maybe if we just keep it as simple as possible and just keep it at this, something like this, or we keep it this way. You have to keep it, it's always important to keep the charts as simple as possible. That's always important. As long as it makes sense to you, that's what matters the most. But as you can see, we are in some sort of a channel, and we're gonna have to see what's going to happen. Let's go to the lower time frame for further confirmation. On the weekly chart, we see that the market was trickling down from somewhere around 2017 before finding its way to an ultra low, and then the market moved impulsively to the high, gave us a correction, gave us an impulse, and then the market has been moving correctively since, right? So let's zoom into this correction here, and I see a pattern of sorts, an expanding triangle, if you may call it that. An expanding triangle it is, yes. Sort of an expanding triangle or a flag, whatever the case may be. So this is a continuation pattern, of course. This is a continuation pattern, but we haven't seen much confirmation on the higher time frames. Let's go on the lower time frames for further confirmation. On the daily, yes, here's the structure that we did identify on the weekly chart, but if we zoom in, we see that the market did come for a third test. First touch, second touch, third touch here, although it didn't really go down to touch it. Maybe if we bring it closer, nope, it didn't touch, but it is considered a third touch. The market moved impulsively to the high and then trickled its way down in a downtrend that is rather corrective, right? It's a corrective downtrend. As much as it's a downtrend, but it's still corrective. If we zoom in the downtrend, we see that there is some sort of a structure here, maybe a descending channel that has been built over time for the past few months, right? All right, let me do this. It's been built for the past few months, and it's rather interesting as we go on the lower time frame. So we have established the fact that we are in a downtrend and we are moving correctively. So the market is building a reversal pattern, which is a descending channel on the daily chart. Let's go on the lower time frame for further confirmation. On the 4 hour, we do see the channel. As I zoom out, here's the channel that we identified on the previous time frame. But rather interestingly, if we look into the current pattern right now, the current pattern, as much as it's choppy and it's messy, but I see a pattern that has been built here, and this could be, here's the pattern right here, right? It's a continuation pattern, and it's a descending channel, right? A descending triangle, I mean to say. So we have a first touch, we have a second touch, we have a third touch. On the third touch, we have a doji or a spinning top pattern happening, and we do see downwards momentum to the low. So when it comes to this pair, NZDCHF, I am anticipating some drops from some sell opportunity for the week ahead, but we don't know, we're not exactly sure whether they're going to bounce off this trend line and then give us a fourth touch, or they're going to go all the way to the bottom and give us a triple bottom, or they're going to continue to trickle down with the downtrend. As you can see, it's been trending within the channel, as you can see. So maybe they could continue to give us you know, this trickling motion of price, but I do suspect that for the week ahead we are going to see some sells, at least up to this low here. So that will be all for NZDCHF. Let's go to the next currency pair and conclude this video. And finally, the last pair, which is EURUSD. As we see on the monthly chart, yes, the market has been moving kind of funny. We have an impulse from 2001, and from somewhere around here, 2005, I believe, yes, 2005, 2006, we have an impulse to the low. We have a correction, impulse to the low, correction, and now the market has been moving impulsively to the low for the past, I believe, 2, maybe 3 years, right? And we see a structure to be on going to the low. We have this pattern going on here, we have that pattern going on down here. So the market has been trickling down for quite some time, and we do see potential sells on the higher time frames, but as of now I see a triple bottom, a possible triple bottom happening. But either way, it could be a triple bottom, or we could be experiencing, we could be experiencing now a pullback to this structure, this structure here, this structure. So the market right now, as you can see, this candle bar is green, and we could be experiencing a pullback to this continuation pattern here. But let's go on the lower time frame so that we can further confirm which direction we're gonna go to. On the weekly chart, as you can see, here's the descending channel that we identified on the higher time frame. Here's here's the structure in which we identified on the higher time frame right here. We could be experiencing a continuation pattern taking place, and as you can see, a double top here, a double top here. Let me remove this, a double top here, and then now we have been moving impulsively to the low. Let's go on the lower time frames to further confirm this. On the daily chart, as we zoom out, here's the structure that we spoke of, the larger structure, the double top over here. And as we look even closer, we see a bunch of continuation patterns to the low, right? A bunch of them. We have an expanding triangle here, we have another expanding triangle here, and one more expanding triangle over here. And as we move to as we move to the right, we have another one over here, right? And now, after breaking the structure, the larger structure, with all these continuation patterns, let me draw them again. We have a continuation pattern here and a continuation pattern here. We have another continuation pattern here and a continuation pattern over here, and the market broke the larger structure we identified on the higher time frames, and then the market has pulled back, hit that double bottom, or rather that zone we identified on the higher time frames, and we are experiencing a pullback, but this pullback is rather corrective. So let's go on the lower time frames for further analysis. Finally, on the 4-hour chart, we do see those continuation patterns we identified previously. Here they are, right here. And then the market does something rather interesting here, something that looks like a head and shoulder pattern. If you were to look at it from this perspective, here's the first shoulder, the head, and we have the second shoulder right here, and then the market moved to the high. So you could easily say that this is the continuation pattern to the high, you know, a continuation pattern of sorts to the high. Excuse my drawing, it's very terrible. So it could be that there could be a possibility of that this is the continuation pattern to the high, or this could be another scenario where now we are building a structure that goes something like this, right? Go this way, yes, a structure that goes something like this, right, where we are experiencing a rising wedge, right? We already have the first touch, the second touch, the third touch, and maybe we could have one more touch before going down, or we could immediately start dropping and start experiencing some sells for the week. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm sure after Monday we will have a clear picture as to where the market is going. So yeah, that's my analysis with Euro USD. So that'll be all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching the video up to this far. Again, thank you to all of the new subscribers, everyone in the comment section, everyone who's sending me personal messages. Thank you so much. Shout out to my boy Kmo Styles. Thank you very much, man. It's highly appreciative, and welcome to the Forex tribe. Again, this is a tribe of Forex bosses, man. So hit the like button, subscribe, share this with your friends, and until next time, peace out.